Welcome back, guys, to another rematch. I hope the audio is a bit better this time. I know that some of the last RB videos I was very quiet, mostly because of the changed sound balance in War Thunder. And this time I'm flying the M.B.157, a tier 3 French fighter in the really French tree. So not the American fighter tree that's in the French tree. And I was pleasantly surprised with this plane. It has two Hispano 4.4 cannons with 60 rounds each, so yeah, you have the same firing time as on the VG-33 or the MS-410 with the one Hispano 4.4 cannon. But the knockoff punch is greater now with the two cannons. Still, you need to be very conservative with your shots. No spraying and no... let's guess I'm gonna fire there, and all your shots have to be on target. It takes quite a lot of discipline to hold the fire and only shoot when you are at least 90% sure that the rounds will hit. Otherwise you won't be very happy with this plane, because you're gonna fly back to base all the time to rearm. The good thing about the plane is, as you can see, I can fly with and climb pretty much everyone in the team, and that's not even the spaded state in this video. That's maybe 2/3 researched of the plane, and yeah, the climb rate is pretty good. It's not the best in 3.7, I think. But it can hold its own against pretty much everyone you're gonna face from the German team. The high altitude performance is also pretty good, up to 7,000 meters. And Fokker Wolves cannot even dive away from you. You will be able to catch them. Maybe not in the initial acceleration of the dive, but in the longer the dive is, the faster the M.B.157 gets, with the StatCard top speed of over 700 kilometers an hour. And that's at 3.7 BR. That's ridiculous. The interesting thing I found about this plane is that the engine isn't too powerful horsepower-wise, only above 1,000 horsepower, which is nothing at this battle rating. If you compare it to B194 and MC202, MC205. But apparently this plane is pretty tiny compared to its enemies, which means it's pretty light. This definitely helps the plane out. If it was more heavy, I'm pretty sure this wouldn't be as strong. In this match, well, as always with a fighter that's aimed towards boom and zooming, I'll try to get a hold of the high altitude range, which is a challenge, let's say it, because if you're fighting Germans pretty much all the time, with some exceptions, there will be 109s, especially the F variants, very high up. And 109F comes along, strangely enough, doesn't care that I'm here, and continues to kill a friendly. P-25. Now I will dive down. I see that the P-47 isn't expecting me. And the wings gone of the P-47. Knockout power is pretty cool in this. Missed the shots. And now I have a 190 A model behind me. And I have to fight a 109F as well. This is the first real engagement where I tried to the maneuverability of this plane. So that's something new. Sadly, the only fighter that actually tried to help me here got nailed by the 109. And now I'm testing what I can do using combat flaps, but I see that this is not enough. And soon I'm gonna find out that you can use takeoff flaps with this plane pretty effectively. And this will bring the plane around a lot quicker. I'm pretty lucky here that none of those planes is a real turn fighter. The F4 is pretty maneuverable, but not maneuverable enough against this plane. And I knock out the F4. And now I'm turning in on the 190. But he dives away. Here, honestly, I should have shot. I critted him here. Crit to the elevator, but apparently that doesn't. Well, was not a problem here. He tries to dive away, and at this point I'm also pretty low on ammo. I think I have maybe 20 or 30 rounds of cannon ammo left. As you can see, I can easily catch him, but at a very, very slow pace. And I don't want to give the enemies that are still alive time to get me. And then I'm out of ammo even if I kill him. And so I decide to turn around. I should note at this point that I'm alone. And the enemy has 5 planes. So that's a pretty hopeless situation here. I'm gonna skip forward until I get back and rearm the plane. As I'm climbing from the airfield, I see that the 190 was lurking around here and waiting for me to take off. Yeah, I also see in the battle messages that there HS-129 is shooting ground units. So at least I know where 2 of the enemy planes are. The 190 disappears from my sight, and I continue to climb. I have to say that I was about to bail out of this match, to be honest, because 5 against 1, that's not gonna go well most of the time. But I thought, well, I still have to spray this plane. Every RP I gain from this match is good, and so I continued this match. First I thought, well, the 190, he's probably gonna return to base, but yeah, he fooled me. He came back. And he's coming up, using his speed. I wait. Then I cut in and roll out of the way. He gets a slight hit on the tail fin here, but yeah, nothing, no spectacular damage here. And luckily he tries to turn with me, which is great, because the 190 will never be able to turn with the M.B.157, as you've seen earlier. Not even the 190 F4 can. And I knock him out. Approximately down to maybe 60 rounds of ammo here. So already half of my ammunition gone, and the next company comes along at 217 heavy fighter, which will wreck my plane into pieces in no time. So trying to roll away. And here I nearly got shot, because I overestimated the speed at what the 217 was coming along. Try to get behind him, but yeah, the 217 is a pretty robust bastard. I hit him, but no real hits, no crit. But I damaged him, and I'm out of ammo. I decide to, go back to base and rearm, and he's flying away. Looks like he lost interest in me. No, gonna skip forward again until I repaired and taken off. I've taken off. At this point, the match spawned soft ground units, so I thought, well, let's patrol those soft ground units, because I was pretty much certain that 217 would shoot them to end the match. Should also point out that the HS-129 crashed. So it looks like a 2-1 now, and I'm a bit more confident at this point that I still may have to change to win this match. And here we have in the battle messages, the 217 crashed. I'm not sure if it was pilot error. I'm not sure if he got damage from my guns, and the damage was significant enough that he had problems flying, even though I didn't crit him. That's why I didn't get the kill. Or maybe he was just tired of waiting for me and decided to bail out of the match. And because of this, and I know that there's only one enemy here and the match is going on for quite a while now, I decided to use Avenger marker to notify me about the position of the remaining enemy plane. And there he is, sitting on the runway. Luckily for me, he decided to go AFK. Maybe he thought the game was already in the bag. Maybe he was called away. I don't know. I don't really care. To be honest, I was a bit upset about this because I would have liked to have a nice showdown and not a cheap victory. Yeah, but I take what I can. And let's think positive. It's a 4th kill, even though it is a free one. Would have liked to shoot down the Deus 217 as well, but yeah, sadly he crashed. So I didn't as well as the HS129. So it was a 1 versus 7, but it was apparently no point more than a 1 versus 2, because the other ones either crashed or decided to go AFK. Yeah. But I think it was still a pretty nice match with the M.B.157. 4 kills, decent enough, and it's also one of the really great fighter planes in the French Tech Tree. From pretty much all of those planes, the VG33 and the MB157 are the really fun planes in my opinion. Yeah, that's it for this game and for this plane for today, and yeah, see ya.